It's April 13th, Sunday, April 13th. So we left Presidio, Texas, and God brought us to a new place. And because we followed him and didn't try to stay and fight for an area that, he didn't want us to be at, we actually ended up getting our land upgraded. And so now, instead of 10 acres, we have 20. So it's like when you follow God and you listen to him, when he say let go of things, he will upgrade you. He will give you something better. God is not taking away something to hurt you. He's taking away to give you better. When people don't appreciate you and things of that nature, he will give you somebody or put you somewhere where people will appreciate you, okay? And then also today I was working and two little boys started calling me and my daughter. Well, I don't know if they was calling me and my daughter nigger or just me, because it seemed like they didn't start saying anything until I got out the car to get my dog. Like, I didn't say anything to them. I just got my dog because she was over there by them and I didn't want anybody complaining about my dog. My dog's fighting. So I just went and got my dog and put her in the truck. But when I went over there, they start calling me a nigger and asking me, do I want fried chicken and watermelon? I turned around when I heard the nigger, and they go look at me and laugh. I didn't say nothing, even though, I'm a black mama and I wanted to pootie tang them. If you seen the movie, you know, okay? So I wanted to pootie tang them for real, but I was like, if I say something to these kids or touch these kids, they parents go come out here and be trying to fight me. So I called the police. My daughter said, you're gonna look like a Karen. I was like, how am I look like a Karen? Because Karens, what they do is they harass people. But these little boys were harassing us. So if I'm a Karen because I call the police on the little kids, well then I just be a Karen. Because why are you harassing me and my child, or maybe just me? I don't know if they saying it towards both of us or just me. But why are you harassing me when I ain't said nothing to you? And like I told my daughter, I've never had this issues with Hispanics in Georgia. I don't know what's going on with these Hispanics that's close to the border. I don't know if the Hispanics that's away from the border in Texas are different than the Hispanics closer to the border. I don't know how that works, but I thought Hispanic people and black people were cool. I thought we got along. I thought we had an understanding. I thought we understood each other, right? But ever since I got here in Texas, I've been running into a lot of racist Hispanic people. And so they just kept calling us, yelling it at the top of their lungs, nigger, with the hard R, okay? And talking about, you want fried chicken and watermelon. Just kept saying it over and over again. So I called the police. They ran off. And then I told the police what they was doing, showed them a picture, because I seen that as soon as I called the police, they started to leave. So I took a picture of them so the police could know what they look like. And then he gave me his personal phone number, and he said, if they come back, call me. So as soon as they came back, I texted him, and he was like, I'm behind you. And so I guess the little kids left and said the police was following them, but they didn't tell their parents what they was doing. So their parents came to the park. And so after I got off of work, I went over to the parents and I said, hi. And I asked, were they the parents of one of those little kids? And they said one of the little boys that was saying it. And I was like, okay, well, I just wanted to let you know that I called the police on them because they kept yelling nigger at me and my daughter and saying other little racial slurs. And they was like, we are so sorry. We didn't raise him that way. He just acting out because we hardly hear, blah, blah, blah. And so the daddy put him in his place. But it's just like, I don't understand, why are we being so attacked? I know why. I know why. Because it's the light. It's the light. When you following God, people see the light, and the devil used them to attack you. So it's just like, even though I'm not doing nothing, it's just that because God's light is on me, it shines on people, and it brings the ugly out of them. I hate to say it, but it does. You be minding your own business. When the light is on you, you could be minding your own business, and it will attract all the evil, because they sit in darkness all the time. So when they see light, they like bugs. They get attracted to it. And so they come and harass you, even no matter how much you try to mind your business. Because, baby, I stay minding my business. Like, I don't be talking to nobody. Because, one, I'm an introvert. I like to stay to myself anyways. So it's just like, and my daughter's an introvert. I think it's my fault because I'm an introvert. It kind of made her introvert. She says no, but I don't know. She said she's an introvert. So you got two introverted people that don't talk to nobody. You know, I might say hey, but you know, I just stay to myself and mind my business. So for somebody to just come out and be attacking me and my daughter for no reason, like, it just don't make no sense to me. But you know, it got handled, and it had my heart racing, because it was just like, I didn't know how the parents was going to react when I told them. Because, you know, I'm used to being around some parents that be trying to fight you over their kids being bad. That's why I stopped being a bus driver. That's why I stopped being a bus driver a long time ago, because you have some parents that won't take accountability for their children, but instead try to fight you because you calling their children out and they feeling some type of way. And it's just like, you know, I'm just trying to let you know what your child is doing so you can correct it. But yet here you are trying to fight me because I'm telling you your child is having bad behaviors. Then later on, they want to cry when their child end up in jail or dead. And it's like, when they was younger doing all this bad stuff and people was trying to tell you and you didn't want to correct it, but instead try to correct people that was telling you that your kid was bad. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't like that, and they corrected their child. So I just, you know, my heart was racing because I don't like confrontation at all. I let a lot of stuff slide that people do to me because I don't like confrontation. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Confrontation. I don't know. You know, I don't like drama. So I just, you know, I let a lot of stuff slide because I really, really hate drama. I hate getting into it with people, like, because I know my anger. I have anger issues. Like, I don't like avoid drama because I'm scared. I avoid drama because I'm legit scared of myself. My daughter over there talking about me too. Like, I'm scared of myself. Like, before God, I used to have some really bad thoughts. So I just, you know, I'm still working on my anger. And that anger comes from, you know, childhood abuse and people, like, always picking at me. And you know how those people always end up. That's why I can understand the Joker. what he do is wrong, but I understand why he do it. Because just based on the story that they give us, it's like he was a nice person. And it always happened to nice people. It be the people create boogeymans. People create their own boogeymans for real, because they always attack nice people until the point that they break and turn into the boogeyman, and then they want to be like, why is this person like this? And it was like, I was nice, I was minding my own business, but people kept attacking me for no reason. So I'm not saying I'm gonna turn into the boogeyman because I have God, but I'm just saying I understand why a lot of villains become villains. And I feel like a lot of nice people understand and relate to villains because most villains were once nice people. Every serial killer was once a nice person. That's all I'm gonna say. Until they was, I ain't gonna say every one of them, but majority of them was. It was nice people until people like either was beating them real bad when they was kids, or sexually harassing them, or whatever it is. So it's like people create their own monsters and then they get scared when the monsters come and get them. And this is why God says treat people the way you want to be treated. Because it just be like you're out here harassing somebody for no reason. What if somebody did that to you? You would go home crying to your mama, saying somebody out there being mean to you, but then you out here harassing people for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Treat people how you want to be treated. It's real simple. If nobody is bothering you, leave that person alone. It's simple. But let me start ranting because I'm supposed to be working.
I really want to get inside too.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All right, so I had initially bought my land through discount lots, but like I was having so many issues with that first property that was 10 acres. So I had them. I decided to switch properties, and so I came up here close to El Paso. When I got here, I ran into the same issue with the other property that I was looking at. A gate couldn't get to the land. So I canceled my contract with discount lots. And I just feel like, because I have been paying on that land for like a year and a couple of months, so $4,000 gone down the drain that I can't get back. So I'm a little sad about that, but I found a different company. Land is already surveyed, so I can immediately get an address to my land. They take you on the tour so you can see the land. So that lets me know instantly I won't have no issues with no gates. And just so far, I just have better overall experience than discount lots. And I have 20 acres now instead of 10. So when you trust God and let go of things He tell you to let go, He will bless you with better. And then as soon as we got here to the town, a lady spotted me from somewhere. I don't know where she saw me, but she was like, another brown lady. Because over here, it ain't too many brown people. So I guess she see me somewhere. She was like, I saw you. And I was like, another brown lady. I had to stop and say, hey. So we exchanged numbers, and she said, if I have any questions or anything, she'll help me. She said she's been out here 5 years and she love it. So that lets me know maybe I won't run into any racist people here. If she love it, she got land out here that she bought, and there was another lady on the phone that she was talking to they got land out here as well. And she was telling me to go with Starlink as far as internet. That's who I was gonna go with anyways. They just have, you just gotta pay a lot up front because you have to pay for the equipment up front. So it's like, if you get the residential one, they got a special going on right now where it's like $150. But if you get the Roam one, it's like $350 up front. So I don't know. See if I might just do the residential one and just go ahead and get that, even though I don't have a house yet. But at least I have some internet and I could work out there at my land. I can just be out there, start, building out there and don't have to come into town. So we'll see how everything's work out. Hopefully I get my refund because it's almost the end of April and I still haven't got my refund. If I could just get that, I could get the internet, I can get my solar panel, and I could be out there. But, I'm just waiting patiently. Right now we heading out to our land. Some nice ladies here is helping us find our land. So we're heading out there to it. Let's see if I can turn around, let y'all see. I got an address, y'all. So yesterday I found my property and I just went and got me an address. Woo, woo. So now I have a 911 address. So if there's ever an emergency, they know where to find my daughter. But she was telling me that the road that they got possibly cuts through my land. So, or either the mapping is off a little bit. So I have to figure out, am I losing part of my land with that road being in the way? But I don't want to be like those other people that put gates up and block people from getting to their land, because I know how frustrating that was for me. Just wanting to get to my property and I can't because people got roads up. I know technically I can do that, but I don't want to be one of those buttholes. So I do have to talk to them about that because it does look like it's cutting off about an acre of my land. So we'll see. Oh, I'm so excited. 20 acres, an address. So easy. When I realize now everything was so hard in Presidio because God didn't want me there. He wanted to put me somewhere I belong, maybe where people would appreciate me. I don't know. That's what it just feels like, because when I follow him here, everything else is just super easy. Super easy now. So happy. This is our land. I'm just out here trying to clear a path where we're going to put our home in, like a little drive-in area so I can drive there to our home. So, back to clearing the path. I tried to get my daughter to help me. She got back in the car talking about it's cold. But she claims she gonna help me build a house. She can't even help me clear the land, but she gonna help me build a house. Okay.